And we are live! Hi, I'm Chloe from Scratch Magazine. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'll be joined by Khanna, who is the founder of Socialista Media, and she'll be helping us with tips on how to grow our Instagram, why Instagram is so important, and with it being a new year in 2021, we'll be talking about what Instagram actions you need to leave behind in 2020 and how you can really get your Instagram going from here. She works with many beauty professionals on growing their Instagram, growing their pages, and gives lots of tips on how to use Instagram Reels, how to use different content, how to generate different content ideas, and also how to really get that Instagram going. So I'm just going to, Anna, if you're there, could you please request to join? But yeah, so she really knows so much about Instagram, so it'd be really good to have her on. But yeah, so she'll also be talking about Instagram Reels, and also she does a lot of blog posts for us on the Scratch Magazine website, so definitely head on there if you haven't already. And here we go, just inviting Anna on now. Just waiting for Anna to join. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well in this time. It's a really challenging time for the nail industry, so hopefully I'm hoping you're all really using your inspiration to improve your skills, ready for when salons can open up again. And inviting Anna on now.
Hi.
Hi Anna, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So
Good.
Obviously you're the founder of Socialista Media. Could you mind telling us all a bit about it?
So the company is 3 years old, and we help any female in business on how to really just grow their socials and how to get more business from socials. And yeah, it's been really good. I think everyone now, like you said, is a challenging time for people in the nail industry, but we've all been given the gift of time, haven't we? And like been forced into sort of retirement mode. So I think we can really use the skills and go online. I've seen so many nail educators go online, which is amazing. And I think there can be definitely more scope for people to pivot their business in this time.
Yes, definitely. Online education is really soared. So what sort of things do you offer at Socialista Media, like classes? How do you work?
Well, we're fully booked for one-to-ones at the moment. So the only one-to-ones we offer now is with me. We have just released the content bank. So a lot of people were struggling with content. So we have released the content bank, which is 365 posts and 365 stories for £97. And in that, you just get it. You're able to edit it in Canva. So a lot of people use Canva. I don't know whether you've heard of it yourself.
Yeah, we use it a lot of Scratch Magazine.
You use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Canva, and I was saying this on my live last week that in school I used to love word art and clip art, and I think that's why I love Canva, because it's like exactly the same. So yeah, it's really easy to edit. So yeah, you get 365 posts, 365 stories, and you get I think it's 50 editable highlight icons and then ebooks. So yeah, it's really good for people. So that's been really good because people are learning how to create their own content now. I think for the nail industry, Reels is so good as well. Like I love watching Reels of nails being painted. It's really therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Instagram Reels have really taken off. So what would your main advice be when creating Instagram Reels?
First thing is make sure you wipe the back of your camera, because it's so important, even with like a tissue or like your vest top, something cotton, because so many people just pick up their camera and start filming, but it'll have like a bit of hairspray on it or a bit of makeup on it, and it's so important to wipe your camera. Make sure your room is well lit, so have a ring light. They're just easy to get on Amazon. Even like Home Bargains sell ring lights now. Make sure there's no like litter in the background, like cans of Coke or like a full bin, and just really get like close up. So if you're doing nails, like get close up and just create things that people want to see. So check your insight, see what gets the most engagement, and then just give the people what they want.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, we've been given the gift of time, so people have time to make the Reels the best they can be.
Yeah.
So you recently wrote a blog post for us on 5 Instagram actions.
Yes, I've got it here. It was published last week, wasn't it? I've just put a swipe up on my story then so people can read it. So yeah, I loved writing this for you. So the first thing was cold hard sales. So I don't think people offer enough value when they're selling. So I love to create like packages with like loads of bonuses in. I love to give free trainings. So I think the nail industry, I know it is tough because you can't do any one-to-one appointments, but if you are creating a nail course, like we create our nail courses in Teachable, or there's Kajabi, or there's Thinkific. If you are an educator and you're creating nail courses, give them at a good rate that's affordable, as well as loads of bonuses as well.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think people going forward, how can they use lockdown the most effectively in generating their content, generating content ideas and things like that?
So a lot of, well, I think there's two types of nail techs in the content creation world. So there's one that's like, I've been fully booked, I've been so busy, I haven't taken any content. So that's type number one. And type number two is like, I've been fully booked, I've been so busy, so I've managed to take loads of content. So you've got two types. So the second type, you'll already have loads of videos and loads of photos in your phone that you just need to sort out and just prep them for when you go back. So when you go back, and we haven't got a date for that yet, but start getting your diary full by using the content that you've already got.
Definitely, I think that's such the way to go forward. And we've seen so much especially here at Scratch, we've seen so much creativity in regards to the nails we're creating. It's so really, really, really good to see. So what sort of obviously you mentioned how you have masterclass and things like that. So when it comes to Instagram Reels, what's the best way to get engagement?
So the best way to get engagement, so I'm actually creating a Reels masterclass I'm filming today, and that's going to go on sale on Thursday. And the best way to create engagement is the song choice. So I think there's always like current songs or songs that everyone loves, and for the transition to be quite quick, so you have to really grab people's attention. They're only 15 seconds long, and if anyone has noticed like a decline in engagement, it's because we are still spending time on Instagram, but because we're watching videos now rather than it's just photos, then there's less engagement because the time that we're spending on the platform is being decreased because we're watching videos.
Definitely. And just want to add, if you have any questions for Anna, please leave them in the comments and we'll have some time to answer them for you. So going back to the content, obviously you mentioned how people can either reuse content they've already got and regenerate them, but for anyone who's out there who wants to create more content but is really struggling to either come up with things, what way would you suggest about maybe generating content ideas?
Just on your left hand. So if you're right-handed, then you can use your left hand and just sort of paint on it underneath the ring light and literally just paint on yourself. Or use a model if you're in isolation with, say, your mum or your sister, or you live with your friend. I definitely use them to create content. If you want to be an educator, now is the time to do an online course with an amazing educator that you already know of, or there's loads out there that we work with. And then just there's online courses for that, and now's the time to skill up really. Or if you want to branch out and offer other services, so you don't have to necessarily look for more clients, you just have to sell more to your existing clients, then now's the time to really skill up as well.
Definitely. And obviously Instagram, especially in the last year in particular, is really like stepped up, and the need to have a strong Instagram is so strong. So why do you think that Instagram is so prominent in business today?
I think it's the most popular profile because they really like keep up with the trends. So a lot of people used Facebook, and now there's more users on Instagram, even though Facebook is still massive. So if you have got an Instagram profile, I would definitely use Facebook as well. I wouldn't rely on one social media platform for getting business in. So I definitely use Facebook and Instagram, and Instagram's so fast moving. So as soon as they saw YouTube was really popular, they created IGTV, so it's really similar to YouTube. And then they saw TikTok just making really making big moves, so they created Reels. So whatever's moving at the time. And then Snapchat was really good, and then they created Stories. So it's the platform that keeps up with trends and just gives the users what they're craving for.
Yeah, definitely. So your best advice would be to, try and use different platforms. Do you think that maybe on different platforms you also have maybe slightly different demographic to who you're attracting to?
Yeah, I think TikTok's definitely a younger generation, but it's good if you're used to using TikTok, and you know how to create the videos on there, then definitely save them and show them on Instagram as well. I use a different app for my reels. I cannot use TikTok at all. I really tried in lockdown 1.0. I thought, right, I need to get on this bandwagon of TikTok, and I just could not use it. So I use a completely different app to make my reels and my IGTVs. But if you're used to doing TikToks and you like it, then keep doing that, and then just put it on your Instagram as a reel.
Definitely. So we've got a question. Someone has asked, what about guides?
So guys, I'm still learning about guides, can't get my head around it, and because we've been so busy creating our courses and so busy teaching, we haven't learned about guides yet. I am putting one up this week or next, and I feel like I need to use guides properly before I start teaching it, so that is definitely coming soon. But the more things Instagram bring out, then it's definitely worth using. So as soon as reels came out, like the next day, I was onto reels and I learned it, and I had the availability to do that. So you need to be using Instagram Live, you need to be using Reels, IGTV posts, carousels, and again, you need to be creating posts that get likes, comments, saves, and sends as well. So you need to be using every part of the platform.
Definitely. We've also got another question leading on from that. So someone has asked, could you explain a bit more about what guides actually are?
So guides, again, I haven't got my head around guides yet. So I'm focusing on Reels because Reels is an important part of the business for our clients and for ourselves as well. Guides, haven't seen many people use them. I don't think it's kicked off as strongly as it has with IGTV and Reels. So at the moment, we're focusing on Reels because to grow your followers, you really need to be using Reels. Like I've seen some of my clients upload a reel a day and they've grown 5,000-6,000 followers a month.
Wow.
So we're just focusing on creating reels, yeah, at the moment, rather than guides. I haven't seen I haven't seen many guides published. I haven't seen many trainings on guides. I haven't really got my head around that, and Instagram again haven't pushed that as much as they have reels.
Definitely. And someone else asked, do you use InShot?
Yes, I use InShot. It is amazing. Definitely upgrade to the pro. I'm creating a training on this, and that's getting launched on Thursday on how to use it because it's so easy. And I was saying in my live last week, like I think being a woman in business is so overwhelming anyway. You know, you've got a house to run, if you've got kids, you've got to homeschool, you've got to do the self-care, you've got to get your 10,000 steps in, you've got to get your 2 litres of water in, you're on a calorie deficit, you've got to get your walks in. And I think the overwhelm of social media isn't needed. So I just create things that are really simple, and it is easy to get your head around reels, but I still know people that are too scared to upload them, or they just get overwhelmed and then they start comparing their reel to other people. So I'm trying to make it easy and simple for everyone to create reels.
Definitely, that sounds brilliant. Is there anything you'd like to wrap up with saying to the viewers?
Now you've been given the gift of time, just focus on creating your content. If you haven't got, so Vogue Nails has just said that she hasn't got the music option, and that's because most businesses haven't got the music option. So on InShot, you're able to upload any music that you want. Some are 15 seconds, but some are 30 seconds, but some business profiles are really limited, but that doesn't limit you to create content. So yeah, definitely focus on upskilling, providing extra services to your clients when they come back, and then creating content. Definitely.
And we've got one more question as well from the Gel Girl. She said, is losing followers because your content isn't good enough?
Not good enough. It's maybe because you aren't consistent or you're not providing the content that they want to see. But some people still play the old game of follow, unfollow. So do not look at why you're losing followers. Look at what your audience wants from you. So look in the insights and see what gets you the most likes, the most followers, and see what people want, rather than thinking, well, why are people unfollowing me? Have a look and see why people follow you and create more content for that.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time today, Anna.
Thank you. Are you saving this on IGTV? Because so many people have asked me.
Yes, so this will be saved onto the Scratch Magazine IGTV.
Perfect.
But also, please head on over and follow Anna on Socialista UK.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.